I believe it is still known by that name. Now we're in Norwich, and 48 Brown Avenue, sliding down the hill. Bob is the one in the sled with one of our neighbors, Joe Jarita, behind me in that first sled scene and in this sled scene. This was near the yards, or that 48 Brown Avenue was near the yards of the Ontario and Western Railroad, where my maternal grandfather, George Bacon, was employed as a car inspector. These scenes are 10 or 15 miles north at Sherburne Four Corners, the garage for grandfather's car. And now the first scenes at 139 Berryman Drive in Snyder, a suburb of Buffalo. This is Virginia. The date is approximately 1925, 1926. And this is the present family at that time, Bob and Virginia, with Daisy and here Dad, at Crystal Beach, the resort for Buffalo, which was on the Canadian side, across the Niagara River into Canada, a resort called Crystal Beach with an amusement park, which could be reached both by automobile and also by an excursion boat from Buffalo. This is Virginia, and now Bob with a puppy at Sherburne Four Corners. These scenes are again a 4th of July gathering. It was traditional. The lady in the middle with white hair facing a camera is Amelia Bentley, who at that time was 85 years old, the famous Aunt Amelia. This, I believe, is a garden in Niagara Falls, Canada. On the left is Mrs. Anna Dixon, the elderly lady, and on the right is Maud Hartwell, my grandmother. This is the house at Sherburne Four Corners. With Frank and his son John, Louis' brother Frank. And this is at the actual Sherburne Four Corners, a crossroads 200 yards away from the house, where the postmaster and general storekeeper Herb Miles kept shop. This was his hunting dog. This is a winter reunion of a family in Smyrna, New York, at the home of Elida Wilcox. I will leave it to another day to identify all of these people. Rosamond Hartwell. Again, Aunt Elida Bentley. Not Aunt Elida. No. Aunt Amelia Bentley, I'm sorry. That was Walter Wilcox with the paper on his head. Here is Bob going down to the pond and ice pond behind the milk station at Sherburne Four Corners, where the farmers took their milk and the pond was allowed to freeze over each winter, and they cut huge blocks of ice out of it for use as ice to cool the milk during the summertime. This is at 48 Brown Avenue in Norwich again. And now we're back in Snyder. After a fairly heavy storm, it was necessary for a bulldozer to come through to clean out the roads. I think while this was going on, our three children, Bob, Virginia, and Oliver, were upstairs all with the measles. This skating scene is the Park Lake in Buffalo, which after it had frozen over approximately 8 inches deep each winter, was cleaned off by plows pulled by a team of horses, and then anyone could go skating as much as they liked. This is Virginia at the Buffalo Zoo, one of the usual Sunday afternoon haunts. There being no television, the radio having just one radio in the living room of a house. Everybody had to listen to what other program was decided on.
This is out at Berryman Drive in Snyder. The first picture of our new house. See the tulips in front? Don't smell so good, do they, Bob? But they look mighty pretty. That's pretty steep steps.
That's Virginia.
But I can make it.
Thanks, Bob, for recognition. That's the zoo. That's a seal. And that's my pink jacket and coat. My bags and too.
This is at Como Park, one of the Erie County parks.
Miss Emma Bacon
And Virginia.
we got along for a while, but
Sunday afternoon.
Oliver, the second.
The side street near Waterloo.
He always passed us on the way home from Granby.
Letchworth Park. Grandma Hartwell had brought Bob home to see Oliver.
Kind of little red car that Bob had.
Red automobile.
Yeah. Oh, McAllister's house wasn't even built in there.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Here's Oliver.
It's the best he's ever looked.
Pretty strong for 3 months.
What a well-shaped head, Oliver.
So full of.
We were all pretty proud of him.
This is the original model for the ice cream cone.
This is George Arden.